Good morning, buzzers. Today is Friday. It's the 25th of September. Let me just turn the sounds off here. There we go. Not me. I've not turned me off. I've turned the chat room bleeping and buzzing off. It is Friday, the 25th of September. This is Good Morning Buzzers. I'm Mike from buzz50.com, and this is our daily chat interactive at 7:30 a.m. UK time every single day of the week. Well, nearly every. I think it's been every day for a long, long time. Good morning to you. If you're here with us in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room, hello to you. We'll say hello to everyone in a minute. Let's say hello to everybody now. We've got in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room Chris and Kay, Witch Morgana, Carrie May, Ellen, Fleur, Rose, Gaz, Chatbot 16, Jeff C, Lauren, Pronto, and Sasquatch. We have got loads going on this morning, including, he says, talking slowly so I can get the cheat list lined up. Name that tune. We've got a new tune. Yesterday's was Happy Birthday, and it was guessed. We've got Spot the Difference, Name That Dish, a message from Shorty Jan. We've got the Buzz 50 joke off. We've got a saying from Mac 50, and we have got international roll call. Do come along and join us. If you're on the Buzz 50 homepage, if it is live, it's 7:30 a.m. UK time here in the UK, then you'll see a link on the homepage underneath it that you can click. And you can come along, join us, and type and say hello to everybody. As people are typing now in the Good Morning Buzzers room, we've got Witch Morgana saying there he is, Ellen saying TGIF, Gaz saying where, Chris saying good morning all, Gaz saying lol, got him, Witch Morgana saying TGIF, Witch Morgana has left the room, Gaz Chatbot has left the room, and they're back in again. People going in and out of the room because if you come into the Good Morning Buzzers room, you'll see in the corner the video playing, me live, if it is 7:30 a.m, recorded if it's not. We've got loads and loads going on. Let's start off with Name That Tune, and it is a new tune. It's worth 10,000 buzzer points if you guess it, if you're the first to guess it. If you guess it live, either by calling in, there's the numbers there. They're on the Buzz 50 homepage as well. Either by calling in, texting in, calling on Skype, or typing in the Good Morning Buzzers room. You also get to name another buzzer who will also get 10,000 buzzer points. So let's listen to the tune. Here it is, played on our Beckenstein grand piano. No, that's not loud enough. Come on. Any ideas? All those notes are supposed to be pretty much spaced out similarly, but I'm not very good at playing the piano. So try and guess this tune. Name that tune. Any ideas? And then we'll do joke number one. We do two jokes. Good morning, Paul B. Come into the Good Morning Buzzers room a little bit late, but we'll let you off this morning, Paul. We do two jokes. Do please send in jokes. We do two jokes, and then the idea is you can vote out of 10, anything from 0 to 10 for the jokes, and then we see which one's the winner. And then the winning one goes on Facebook, and I haven't put yesterday's on yet. Sorry about that. I will do it later. So this is joke number one. We don't say who it is from. Wife: there's trouble with the car. It's got water in the carburetor. Husband: water in the carburetor? That's ridiculous. Wife: I tell you, the car has water in the carburetor. Husband: you don't even know what a carburetor is. I'll check it out. Where's the car? In the pool. In the pool. The car is in the pool. So there will, of course, be water in the carburetor. That is joke number one, sent in by a buzzer who for now will remain nameless. But once the votes are in for joke number two, which we'll do a little bit later on, then we will also name the senders. So that was joke number one. We've got loads of stuff sent in. We have got a couple of more ingredients for Name that dish, which doesn't get any points at all, but the winner gets to make the dish and then send it out to all the buzzers. Fleur Rose first in with 8 points. Pronto with 4 for joke number 1. Paul B. What's happened, Paul? 8. Paul must have a new keyboard. He's only got 1, 2, or 3 on his old keyboard, but he's managed to find an 8 this morning. 4 from Carrie May. 4 from Lauren. 7 from Jeff C. 2 from Chris MK. I thought joke number 1 would have the end line because you flooded the engine, dear, says Gaz. So Gaz has adapted joke number 1. Sasquatch with just 1 point. I don't think Sasquatch has got any numbers on his keyboard apart from 1. So sorry, Mike, only a 2 from me. He said, that's fine, Gaz. I just read the jokes out. I don't make them up. Over the next few days, I'll find a joke that I like, read it out, and see if we can manage to get any more than 1 point out of Sasquatch. Seems a little bit unlikely, but we'll see what we can do. And we've got a cracking joke coming up tomorrow. Not going to say who sent it in, but we'll see what we can do. And name that dish. Again, suggested by Pronto and won twice by Pronto. This is where we have ingredients for a famous recipe, and this is a famous one. I read them out. You have to guess what the dish is. And so far we have got, these are American measurements, 1 1/3 cups of water, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 1/4 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of cornmeal, 3 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, and here are new ingredients, 1/2 teaspoon of MSG, I suppose that's monosodium glutamate, and 1.5 teaspoons of bread machine yeast. Those are all the ingredients for a famous recipe. Can you name that? Is it an egg joke, Mike? Says Gaz Chatbot. Did Paul send it in, lol, says Pronto. No, no, and no to all of those. Joke number 1 so far has got an amazing 4.4 vote. 4.4 points. 4.4444 as it happens. Miller is in the building. She's here somewhere. She didn't come on yesterday. Don't think she's going to come on today, but she may come and listen to joke number 2 and vote for it. So let's now switch screens. Have a look. Cornbread, says Alan. No, not cornbread. No, no, no. Very famous. Don't know what to describe it as. Have to give a clue because we've done all the ingredients. There is a chain of restaurants that this recipe is linked to. Biscuit, says Lauren. Scones, says Jeff C. Let's switch screens, have a look, see what's going on the site, and then come back and see if you can spot the difference. So let's see if there's any other guesses on here. And we'll go to, oh yeah, we'll go to that. We'll have a look, see whose birthday it is, and then we'll come back and see what else we're doing. So I need to click here, then I click here, then I, ooh, don't click there, there, start screen share. Then just to be sure that we're doing it, click present to everybody. And we should all be looking at this, which is the social page on Buzz 50. You just click the link at the very top. You probably notice that I'm wandering around. Hopefully you can't see me, or it all becomes a little bit pointless to spot the difference. Where when we come back, you see if you can spot what's changed here in the Buzz 50 room. So we've got new members. Lowe's joined yesterday. Let's have a look. 29 joined yesterday. 12 have joined already today. So it's a good Friday. From the USA, Australia, Canada, Wales, Japan, Hazuki 1964, Scotland, Australia, all over the place people are joining from. We are truly international. Let's do roll call. If you're in the Good Morning Buzzers room, if you want to type in where you're from, type in the country you're from, and possibly the area if you want to as well. I'm from Coleshill near Birmingham in England, and it's happy birthday today to Kangaroo Jack, Male 53, Motown Mama 53, and Pavia. And we've got loads more birthdays tomorrow, so do go along. Click social there, scroll down, see the birthdays there, click on them, go and write on their walls, if you will, please. And we've got a message from Shorty Jan, and it is, I read it out the other day. Today, we have got love songs sung by female singers in the oldies music groups. To get to them, click on social here, then click on groups here. That'll take you to here. Join the group. Anybody can join. And then when you have a look at the groups, here's one here, our oldies music group. Then you will see, and I'm not allowed to play any of these videos. They are YouTube videos. Let's just hide that a minute. Click on there and you'll see lots of videos. And today's theme is love songs sung by female singers. So thanks for that. Do join the groups. Do post some videos and join in with the fun. Let's switch back, see if you can spot the difference, and we will do joke number 2 and see if that can do better than joke number 1, which got 4.444. We have got, Pronto says he's putting the pony in the stall. Gaz Chatbot Pizza Garlic Muffins. Gaz Chatbot Pizza. Pizza says Chris MK. Scones said Jeff. Lauren said biscuit. We've got Ellen from the USA, Lauren from Colombia, Witch Morgana from the Philippines, Gaz Chatbot 16 from Leicester, Jembo, good morning to you. Happy Friday to you in the Good Morning Buzzers room. We've got Chris from Worcester. We've got Jeff C from the Blue Mountains, west of Sydney, Australia. We've got, I can only see a mountain of washing up near me. And we have to give the name that dish. Mila, are you going to come and listen to joke number 2? She's coming. Mila is coming down. Mila has been up and about and doing lots of things. She's not. She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. Pronto's from Germany. Ellen is from the USA. Have I done these before? Lauren's from Colombia. Which Morgana's from the Russia? Mila's from Russia. Gaz Chatbot's from Leicester. With love.
Yes, it's James Bond.
Chris MK is from Worcester. Blue Mountains, west of Sydney, Australia. And, okay, Top Shelf in Vase, says Carrie May. That is where Pony is. Oh, in the dark there, look, just peeking out of the vase. Maybe you can't see that. Mila is here to listen to joke number 2. She didn't hear joke number 1. Come on, Mila, says Gaz Chatbot. The dish, the famous recipe, Chris MK probably got there first with pizza. It was, in fact, supposedly, slowing up a bit, supposedly the secret recipe for Pizza Hut's pizza dough, apparently. Ellen guessed hush puppies for the recipe. No.
Is it a joke?
No. This is the joke. Joke number 2. Mila's here. She's not coming on camera.
She's not well dressed.
She's not well dressed. She's not really dressed at all.
No, partly.
Partly. Yes, partly. Okay, joke number 2. Let's have some votes. Hush puppies are shoes in the UK, says Chris. Yes, they are. But you could probably eat them as well. They're very nice shoes. Joke. A man, are you paying attention, Mila?
Yes, a man.
A man. A man gets home, runs into the house, slams the door and shouts, "Honey, I just won the lottery. Pack your bags." The wife says, "Great. What should I pack for? The ocean or the mountains?" Husband says, "I don't care. Just pack your bags and get out by the end of the week." A little bit of bad
Stupid
taste
people.
there. Somebody sent it in. It wasn't me. I just read them out. So let's have some votes for joke number 2.
5.
5 from Mila. Joke number 1 got 4.4. Although Mila laughed a little bit, it doesn't come anywhere near the usual 8, 9, or 10 that Mila gives. And we've got a saying.
Because she's not well dressed.
She's not well dressed. She votes depending on how well dressed she is. Right. If Mila came on Good Morning Buzzers now, live,
Everything should be perfect.
it would probably go viral on YouTube. Now, although we want a lot of publicity, I don't think it's going to happen. So where are the votes for joke number 2? We have got, first in is Miller, of course, with the 5. We've got 7 from Lauren, 3 from Fleur Rose. How cruel, Mike, says Gaz. It's a joke. 5 from Pronto, and I didn't write it. I just read it. Carrie May, 7. Ellen in Wisconsin, 9. But a 3 from me, says Gaz. So at least it got a few votes. 4 from Chris MK. Lol from Witch Morgana. 9 from Jeff C. Witch Morgana gives it a 10 as well as a lol. Sasquatch gives it a 10. And he wishes his would as well. Hope she's not watching. Jembo's left the room. I think Jembo was at that joke. Jembo has actually left the room.
Oh,
Can I retract? Can I unsay a joke? Is it possible? No, I don't think it is. So sorry about that. And joke number 2, therefore, gets an average of 6.5. A very high rating. I suspect we might even get higher than that tomorrow. So do come back tomorrow to listen to the jokes. Do send in, please, jokes, sayings, poems. We've got another poem from Abhilash tomorrow, really good one. A bit of humor in there as well. And anything you want. Funny photos, funny videos. And we have got a saying today sent in by Mac50. And he says it's from Coronation Street. Trouble shared is a trouble halved. I think there's a lot of truth in that. If you've got a problem, if you talk to someone about it, it can help a lot. Jembo's left the room. Witch Morgana has left the room. Oh,
I'm
dear.
leaving the room.
Miller's leaving the room. Everybody's going. On the jokes, joke number 1.
Let's Mike, talk to yourself.
Talk to myself. It came a very respectable 2nd place. And that was from Ellen. Thank you very much. Joke number 2, which got 6.5 votes, was sent in by Mac50. Well done, joke number 2, says Gaz Chatbot. I think that is pretty much everything that we were going to do. The name of that tune hasn't been guessed. It's there for tomorrow, and it's this. Yep, that's enough of that, I think. And the dish was, the famous recipe was, and we'll give a plug for it, Pizza Hut, pizza base. The winning joke was by Mac50. And we had in the Good Morning Buzzers room from all over the world, Chris MK, Witch Morgana, Carrie May, Ellen, Fleur, Rose, Gaz, Chatbot 16, Jeff C, Lauren, Pronto, and Sasquatch. And Witch Morgana is, of course, back in the room. So goodbye to you all. And thanks for joining us. We'll be back. Miller may actually appear in person as well tomorrow morning, Saturday, for Good Morning Buzzers. So it's goodbye from me, and hopefully it's goodbye from you, and see you tomorrow morning. Gaz Chatbot saying, I think the finger is stuck on that piano. Maybe it is, but that's how it goes, that particular tune. Good morning, Buzzers, and goodbye from me.